Welcome to Learning English for Academic and Professional Purposes, or the LEAP Intensive English program at Wright State University. We hope you enjoy this short instructional video.
Hello, my name is Tom Fenton. In today's video, we're going to be looking at an important listening skill that will help you better follow and understand longer lectures. Both the listening sections of the IELTS and TOEFL contain longer lectures, so this skill will also help you prepare for those sections of the test. Following a longer lecture can be challenging. There's a lot of information to keep track of, and students in a classroom are expected to keep up and to note important points about the subjects that the speaker is talking about. So today, we're going to look at an important skill that you can use to follow a longer lecture. We're going to look at something called signposting. Signposting is when a speaker uses something called prompts. And these are words and expressions that will indicate things like the main topic of a lecture. They'll also let you know when the speaker is moving on to another topic in a lecture. Prompts are also used to restate important points and terms in lectures. Now, this might seem simple enough, but prompts can be very hard to catch, and it's critical that you are able to follow along and use them to help you grab important points and information from these longer lectures. Let's listen to a sample lecture.
Last time we started to talk about the Earth's magnetosphere and how solar winds can affect its shape, and how the flow of particles in the magnetosphere can be increased according to the speed and density of solar winds. Now we're going to look at one very famous phenomenon that occurs as a result of disturbances in the magnetosphere that are caused by these solar winds. These phenomena we'll be looking at are called aurora borealis, or northern lights. Northern lights, or southern lights as they're called when they're observed in the southern hemisphere, are caused, as I mentioned, by disturbances in the magnetosphere. This happens when solar winds cause charged particles in the atmosphere to change directions and accelerate, speed up and even collide together. And this causes them to emit light. It creates a stunning visual display in the night sky, almost like a moving curtain of bright dancing lights, which can extend as high as 500 kilometers above the surface of the Earth. So, northern lights are best observed near the Earth's magnetic poles. These are located in a kind of oval or irregular shape that surrounds the north and southern poles. Southern lights, or aurora australis, they aren't seen as often as northern lights because they're concentrated in a ring around the Antarctica and the southern Indian Ocean. And you probably aren't going star watching there anytime soon. Northern lights occur around the North Pole, and they can be seen from the northwest parts of Canada, Alaska, Greenland, and even Northern Europe. Okay? So, one really interesting point here is that in most cases, northern and southern auroras mirror each other. I mean that they occur at the same time with similar shapes and colors. Now, auroras have been described in folklore and mythology as far back as 2000 BCE. The Greeks refer to them as trabes, or falling red flames. A Chinese historian described a red dragon with a 1,000-mile-long body. In Australia, traditions of the Aboriginal commonly associated the southern lights with fire, and they even call them the campfires of the dead. The word aurora itself is derived from the name of the Roman goddess of the dawn, Aurora, who would travel across the sky from east to west, announcing the coming of the sun with her play of colors across the otherwise dark sky.
All right, so we've just listened to a longer lecture on an academic topic. And one of the first signposts that we're looking for is the one the speaker uses to let us know about the main idea or topic of the lecture. Let's listen again to a part of the lecture.
Last time we started to talk about the Earth's magnetosphere and how solar winds can affect its shape. Now we're going to look at one very famous phenomenon. These phenomena we'll be looking at are called aurora borealis.
So this is a very typical organization that a lot of TOEFL lectures will use. They call it situating the lecture, and usually what they'll do is they'll say last time or last week and tell you about the topic that they had talked about before. And you'll get a phrase which will say, now we are going to look, or we'll be looking at. And this is the prompt that will let you know about today's topic. Let's listen to another excerpt. We're going to look at some prompts now that will tell us when the speaker is ready to move to a new topic.
Which can extend as high as 500 kilometers above the surface of the Earth. So, northern lights are best observed near the Earth's magnetic poles.
Two things to notice about these prompts. First of all, as the speaker is moving to a new topic, there is a pause, a noticeable pause. And then the speaker will begin with the word so. So is a very commonly used word in English, and we often use it to move into a new topic. In this case, it seems the speaker is going to start to talk about where we can observe northern lights. Let's listen to another example of a prompt that is used to move to a new topic.
I mean that they occur at the same time with similar shapes and colors. Now, auroras have been described in folklore and mythology as far back as 2000 BCE.
Again, there is that pause, and the speaker uses the word now as a prompt to let us know that they're going to be talking about a new topic. In this case, it seems to be about how auroras have been described historically. Let's move on to our last prompt, and we're going to look at an example of a speaker rephrasing or restating something important.
This happens when solar winds cause charged particles in the atmosphere to change directions and accelerate. Speed up and even collide together.
The speaker here is restating or rephrasing the word accelerate. And she's using the expression, speed up. In other words, accelerate means to speed up. Let's listen to one final example of a speaker using a prompt to restate or rephrase.
Okay, so one really interesting point here is that in most cases, northern and southern auroras mirror each other. I mean that they occur at the same time with similar shapes and colors.
So in this last example, the speaker has used the expression I mean, and she is rephrasing the expression mirror each other. And she means they occur at the same time with similar shapes and colors.
So, to sum things up for today, signposting is when we listen for prompts that a speaker in a lecture uses to let us know about some important types of information, like the main idea or topic, when they're going to move on to a new topic, and also when they're going to restate or kind of rephrase important key terms or ideas. I hope this information has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
We hope you have enjoyed this short instructional video. For more information on the LEAP Intensive English program, check out the links in the description. You can visit our website, check us out on social media, or email us at leapadmissions@right.edu.